Welcome to the lecture series on Control System AE301, Lesson 1. I am Purnima S., Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. The textbook for reference for this subject is Nagarath and Gopal, Control System Engineering. The topics covered in this lecture are the definition of a system and a control system, open loop and closed loop systems with suitable examples, a comparison between open loop and closed loop systems. First of all, let us look at what is a system. A system is a collection of components that act together to perform a specific function. So, what are the components of a system? A system is composed of an input, a process, and an output. So let us look at some examples of systems in real life. Human beings are a best example of systems. In human body, you have many components which act together to perform certain specific functions. The stock market is another example of a system. The electric switch, which is also an interconnection of components which act together for a particular function, for turning on and turning off a light, a fan, etc. The accelerator system in a car. So depending upon the speed you want, you can either press the accelerator more or you can press the brake to reduce the speed. This is also an example of system. So what is a control system? A control system is nothing but a system with an additional controller element. So let us look at this block diagram which is shown here. So you have a control system consisting of a controller and a process with an input and an output. So we know that the input, process and output constitute a system, and along with that, if you add a controller, it becomes a control system. In typical control systems, we call the input as an actuating signal and the output as a controlled variable. So the definition of a control system is a collection of components, that is a system that is designed to give a desired output for a given input. So what are some of the suitable examples of a control system? Smart homes. In smart homes, we can regulate the temperature in AC, lighting, etc. In industry, we can see examples where we control the precision in manufacturing processes. A living example is a runner trying to complete the race in minimum amount of time by adjusting his speed. And also human beings trying to make a decision is also a control system. In all of these examples, we have certain control elements in addition to the system. So what are different types of control systems? Let us look at that. So one type is called an open loop system and the second type is a closed loop system. So let us look at these two systems in detail. What is an open loop system? A control system in which the output depends only on the input is called an open loop control system. Also, we can say that the control action is independent of the output. So whatever input you are giving, depending upon that input, you get your output. The controller or the control action does not monitor the output and change the process accordingly. So this is an open loop control system. Let us look at certain examples for clearly understanding what is an open loop control system. A hair dryer is an open loop control system. Why? Because When it is turned on, it gives out hot air, but it does not regulate the airflow according to the condition of your hair. So in short, we can say that when you press a button, it performs a specific function. So if you control the input, you get a particular output. But depending upon the hair whether it is dry or it is wet, the hot air is not controlled. Another example is a washing machine. So washing machine also, it runs for a preset time and speed. So washing machine also, it runs for a preset time and speed set by the user. It does not check whether the washing is complete. Depending upon the timer which you set, it performs the wash, rinse, spin operations, etc. So this also can only be considered as a open loop control system. Let us look at certain other examples for better understanding. Bread toaster is also an open loop control system. Another example is a coffee maker. A coffee maker also works according to the time set to it or the preset time set for it. An electric switch is also an open loop system. A stereo system, a TV remote, all these are open loop control systems. Next, let us look at what is a closed loop control system. A control system where the control action is based on the output of the system is called a closed loop control system. The closed loop control systems are also called feedback control systems. So let us look at this block diagram. Here, if you remove this bottom part or the feedback part, this is nothing but your open loop control system. In addition, you have a feedback element for this closed loop control system. So what the feedback does is, it monitors the output and gives a portion of the output back to the input in order to modify it. So it constantly monitors the output and changes the input so that the system works in a closed loop. That is why it is called a closed loop control system. So these systems monitor the current output and changes or controls it in such a way that desired output is obtained. Closed loop control system. What are the examples of closed loop control system? Air conditioner is a typical example of a closed loop control system. Air conditioner regulates the temperature depending upon the temperature of the room. It senses the output, and depending upon the output which you want, depending upon the desired output which you want, it will increase or decrease the temperature so that the desired output level is achieved. Hence, it can be called as a closed loop control system. Another common example is a water level controller used in reservoirs. It controls the amount of inflow into the reservoir according to the water level in the reservoir. So all these examples which I discussed now, they all monitor the output and change the input accordingly so that the desired output is obtained. Let us look at other examples. A voltage stabilizer is also a closed loop control system. So if the voltage is fluctuating very high, you will stabilize it to a low value. If the voltage is going very low, we increase the voltage and maintain it into a constant value. So this also monitors the output and varies the input in such a way that the final output is regulated. Another example is a missile launcher, a driver controlling the speed of a car to the desired level. This is also a closed loop system, but notice that this is only a manual control system. So in closed loop, we typically look at automatic control systems. So let us briefly compare these two systems. An open loop system, the advantages are that it is very easy to construct. It is very stable because we don't need to look at monitor the output and change the input constantly. Altogether, we can consider the system as more stable. When you preset a value, it will work according to that preset value. It is very economical because there is no additional controller feedback element added to it. Similarly, we can say that it has lesser maintenance, but it gives inaccurate readings and the readings may be unreliable because we are not constantly monitoring and maintaining it accordingly. Closed loop control systems, however, have more complex construction. They may become unstable if the error correction is not proper. It is more expensive to construct. The maintenance is also costly. It needs also more maintenance. But closed loop control systems are more accurate since the error can be corrected using the feedback signal. It is also very much more reliable than the open loop system. So in this lecture, we quickly looked at a control system, different types of control systems, open loop and closed loop, what are the typical examples, and also a brief comparison between these two systems. Thank you all. See you in the next lecture.